My entire TikTok feed, which I don't really go on TikTok too much, but it is completely filled with just Americans confused about Europe or fun cultural differences between Europe and America. And today we're going to check out some good ones that I found. All right, buckle up. Let's just dive in.
So I'm in Amsterdam, and I just found something out. So you know how in America, like you might walk past somebody and be like, "Oh, what's up?" Like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or "Hey, hi," you know what I mean? Do something like that. And if you do that in Europe, people get mad. And I was like, "Why are people?" Because I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And somebody's like, "Don't talk to me." And I was like, "Hold." The American like hood kicked in, and so I'm like, "Yo, well, I am in Amsterdam or whatever. Let me like look up what's going on." So I looked, and they find it to be very rude and aggressive to say hi. Oh,
Yeah.
what's up or whatever. Like, I didn't know it. Did y'all know that? Like, I didn't know that at all. And so, like, now I'm not going to say hi and nothing like that. But, yo, people always say Americans are rude. No, I think it's like, no. I think Europeans, like, I mean, obviously it's a different culture. It may not be them being rude. They're just used to different things. But they are, at least to an American, very rude. You know, but we may just be more abrasive. So I don't know. Like, what do y'all think about that? Because this is very interesting. Like, I'm in Amsterdam. You know, I kind of been traveling around. I'm about to go to Jordan and Amsterdam, and then I'm gonna go to Belgium.
Nice.
In a little bit. So I've kind of been looking up different customs and stuff to kind of know, like, how to interact with people. Because, like, even when you buy stuff here and you're in a store or something, like, people don't want to like say hi or nothing to you. They kind of just like. And it's not an ego thing. It's just like Americans, like we just, you know, normally, oh, what's up? You know, like even I've met like Asians, like, oh, konnichiwa, like, you know, or whatever. But like here, I don't know. Like they don't. So it's not them being rude. They're just more, I guess,
Reserved.
direct with different things, and they kind of just don't pay anybody attention. So it comes off like they're real, like mean or rude, but. Like, that's not what it is. But I don't know. Have y'all dealt with that?
Okay, this is interesting. I think I don't really. You guys told me. Is he off base here? Are y'all rude? I don't think you're rude. I think he's just misinterpreting the culture and the way that things kind of go there and the way that people act. You know, it is an American thing for us to like constantly say hi. I mean, honestly, you know, say hi. How's your day going? Everyone's talking to you everywhere you go. Feel like I would love Europe more because I'm like, well, like way more reserved and don't really like talking a lot. I know I talk to you guys, but you know, I'm talking to a camera, so it's a little bit easier. When I'm in public though, I don't like talking as much. Let's check out the comments because I'm really curious. There's got to be some Europeans in here. All right, here we go. I love how Americans say good morning on walks or like are just friendly with a nod. It feels so welcoming. All right, so some people appreciate it. Stop defending them. They're rude. They twist every friendly interaction into something bad. Just be a sarcastic a-hole. 100. I hear they love that. All right, that guy's not helpful at all. Holy Spending 3 days in Amsterdam's tourist center doesn't mean you understand European culture. Greeting people on the street is totally normal here. You know, let him finish his whole trip and then make an assumption on European culture. I mean, obviously this is Amsterdam, so it's just one city that he's been to. I'm sure he's been to other ones, but yeah. Again, we are not rude. We are just direct, and we don't feel the need to interact with strangers. Yes. Okay, so kind of what I was saying. I like that. I'm down with that, whatever that is. That's the mentality that I would go for. All right, we got one more. In Sweden, if you go to a friend's house, they will not feed you. You have to wait in another room or go home. That's hilarious. I know that's a joke. All right, let's check out another one.
Europeans do not believe in work-life balance because they believe in life with a little bit of work sprinkled in there. I'm in Madrid right now, and people go to work here at about 9 a.m. Nothing's open before that. If you want to go to Starbucks at 6 in the morning to start your day and grind, it's not open yet. Everybody takes their damn sweet time here, and then from 1 to 4, everybody goes on siesta where they go home and take a nap, go for a walk, go hang out with their friends, and then people work for like a few hours after their siesta, and then everybody's out all night. It was 11 p.m. last night, and there were kids on a field trip going to a dinner in Madrid. I'm like, shouldn't you guys be in bed? Like, people here value social life and just enjoying the day and flaneuring and gallivanting about the land so much more than working, and it's kind of interesting because I love it in the sense that people prioritize making memories and being with their friends over work. But I also
Yeah.
don't like it because the lifestyle that I've afforded to live in the U.S. is because I've worked hard, and if I had to rescind that lifestyle to live a basic life here, I don't know if I could do it. It's a very different cultural dynamic. And then they call vacations holiday in Europe. I'm going on holiday for the week. Europeans are on holiday every other week. I run a business, a marketing agency, and in the summertime, our European clients will be like, I'm on holiday this week, be back next week. Then they're like, hey, just to
Yes.
let you know, I'm going on another holiday this week, and then it's a bank holiday the following week, and then I'm going on an extended holiday the week after. It's like, in the summer, people barely work, and they take their siestas and they take their naps, and things fully close down so people can rest. And compared to the U.S., it's a culture shock, and I have mixed feelings about it because it seems great on the surface, but if I actually did it, I feel like I would lack purpose and motivation and the desire to upgrade myself as a human being. So work-life balance, it's more like life with a little bit of work.
That's really funny. I've kind of experienced this too. I think I told you guys the other day that like I've experienced some of the time off, you know, when we're trying to communicate with people overseas. Really interesting. I feel like there's pros and cons to both, you know. Yes, working more and trying to have more success and advance your career and make more money so that you can have more time is good, but also at the same time you're spending years and years of your life slaving away for work. And then what, you're like 65 and then you're able to finally rest and vacation and travel and do all the things that Europeans just do on a daily or weekly basis. I don't know. I mean, I've set my life up a little bit differently, and, you know, I think there is a balance that you can find there. Traditional, I would never be able to work in like a corporate office or anything like that. I commend the people that are able to do that, just not for me. I've done it a couple of times. It drives me crazy, but yeah, I think Europeans got it. Let's check out the comments. America is obsessed with mindless overproduction and consumption. True. Very, very true. That is a work-life balance. Yes. It's because we are not brainwashed into American capitalism, which only supports billionaires. There's billionaires in every country. Also with capitalism, if you have motivation, you can make money. It's very possible. I know a lot of people have done it. So I don't even want to get into capitalism. There's so many, it's crony capitalism that's a problem, you know? All right, let's keep going. This is how life's supposed to be. Heart emoji. Yep, it is. Imagine going to Madrid and wanting to go to Starbucks. Is that where he's at? I didn't even notice. America is a scam. Let's all wake up. Homie says how Europe is after visiting one city in one country. True, very valid. America has truly poisoned him. Yeah, I don't know if he's poisoned. Yeah, this is the way that he sees the world, you know? I think that he gave a valid argument for Europeans. I don't think he's poisoned. I think he said that there are pros to the way that they do it. So let's do one more comment. God forbid people enjoy their life and not work 24/7. Yes. I just got back from holiday. It was for 3 days. That's not that one. That's all I can afford to do. All right, let's go to the next one.
Biggest culture shock moving from the United States to Europe is not the one that anyone talks about. It's not the free, affordable healthcare or the fact that people are in cafes drinking beer and coffee at all hours of the day. It's cigarettes. Okay. No matter the country, everyone on this continent smokes cigarettes. I was just in a Romanian cafe at 12:27 on a Tuesday, and the entire thing was filled with 14-year-olds. I thought nothing of it. I go, okay, they're probably just skipping class. Until one of them pulls out an empty pack of cigarettes. I'm looking at it and I go, you're not old enough to do that. He then gets up, goes to the corner of the cafe, buys cigarettes from a cigarette vending machine. Then him and his 8 Romanian school buddies start chain smoking cigarettes inside the cafe. In the time of 30 seconds, I felt like I was transported back to an early 90s movie. In that cafe, I paid $2 for a cappuccino and a side of lung cancer. But now I'm gonna hitchhike to my Romanian hotel, so I'll see you later.
That was funny. Okay, well, he posted this on June 11th last year. Wow. June 11th, though, that would mean that kids are probably out of school, right? I would imagine. Our kids are out of school by then. Now, what do the comments say? And then when we're 18, we clean up and live a healthy life. We just chain smoke cigarettes from 15 to 18, and then it's all health from there. Why does a cigarette vending machine sound quintessentially American? That actually does sound kind of American. I'm not going to lie. The creator wrote, it's really cool seeing them in person. Yeah. I haven't had a cigarette. Jeez, it's been a long time since I had a cigarette. I actually miss cigarettes. You had a couple of beers, a couple of drinks, out with your mates, have a cigarette. Oh, it's the best. Cigarettes and lack of AC, this one says. All right. Who has the name PB&J? All right. That and they have no cigarette etiquette. Like the amount of people just blowing smoke in my face while I was there. Oh, gosh. Oh, quit being a little pansy. You're fine. This one says, in Sweden, you're not allowed to smoke inside, and the age to buy is 18. Rules are very different in different parts of Europe. Yes, of course. They're all different countries, right? I was just going to write, you was in the Balkans, my boy. We a different breed, son. What? Someone wrote, was that a yellow car? I didn't even notice. All right, let's get one more. It was dude, people, one thing with these TikTok videos that I've been doing is the grammar. Holy cow. It was the worst, they meant to write worst. It was the worst part of my stay in Germany. I hated being surrounded by cigarette smoke and having it being blown in my face as I walked. Okay, so a lot of cigarette smoke getting blown in people's faces really seems to tick off the Americans. So that's probably why you guys keep doing it, right? You're just like, all right, that guy's definitely an American. He's wearing a hat, a baseball cap, and sandals with socks. Blow some cigarette smoke in his face. All right, let's go to the next one.
Offer you the job with our company. Please take a look at the contract. Thank you so much. Wait, sorry, I thought this position was full-time. Yes, it is. But it looks like I'm scheduled for only 35 hours a week. Yes, 35 hours a week is full-time in France. And if you work more than that, you can get overtime pay or RTT. What's RTT?
Oh.
For every hour that you work more than 35 hours a week, we give you an extra hour of paid time off for up to 2 days per month.
I didn't know that. That sounds really good. Holy cow. So if you work over your scheduled 35 hours, you just get more time off? That's why you guys have so many holidays. Vacation. I'm just going to say vacation. I'm not going to try and say holiday. I get too confused with what holiday. The holiday is Christmas. That's actually really, really cool. So we're going from the POV of a French company who tries to hire an American. Let's keep going.
A month, that's up to 24 days a year. And this also says there's 25 days of paid vacation. Yes, that's correct. So let me get this straight. Are you saying that I could work an hour less a week than I did in the US and get almost 10 weeks of paid time off a year? Yes, and don't forget you have unlimited sick leave, free healthcare, a pension, paid maternity leave, and so much more. Wow, that's amazing. But there has to be a catch. Oh no, it's nothing. It's so small, really. Go on then, what is it? You just need to cut your salary in half, and also the air conditioning never works. No, I'm out.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Mess with an American and their money. Come on now. And no AC? No, I would honestly, full blown, I would switch to that style. Having more time off, it just seems so much better than working 24/7. Unless you love what you do for work, like me. I love what I do, so you'll never work a day in your life, as they say. Still trying to figure out if that's true or not. All right, let's go to the comments. It's not half salary when the money is going to healthcare, your pension, and employment. Yeah, valid argument. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how much you're getting paid, right? But healthcare, pension, and unemployment, that's pretty nice. So what you're saying is I could have 2 full-time jobs in France and still work 5 hours less than I do now every week. How many hours is this guy working? Deep sarcasm is his name. Maybe it's a sarcastic joke. 35 hours a week, 2 would be 70 hours. Well, no, you would not work less hours. If I still work 5 hours less than I do now every week, he must be working some type of crazy job that he's working 70, 80 hours for, which I would not recommend. I've done that before. This one says the cost of living in Europe is more affordable, so half the salary is fair for all the benefits. I would move in a heartbeat. Yes. What's holding you back? I'm curious to see what the replies say. They're probably here. I want to see the replies. Gasoline costs around 4 times US prices. Yeah, but you don't have to drive. No, it doesn't. But okay, we're not getting into all these. Let's go down to the next one. Alexa, how do I move to France? Everyone's just laughing in the comments. This is great. I moved from US to Germany. It's true, my salary took a hit, but I also have more disposable income. Come on now. Seriously? That seems crazy that you can take a pay cut but have more disposable income. Dude, we are doing it all wrong. The more and more that I see stuff like this, the more I'm just like, dude, American culture is fucked. All right, let's check this one out.
Sun outside.
What?
There's no sun outside.
Who said there was sun outside?
You're the one wearing sunglasses.
I can wear whatever. It's a fashion statement.
It's a fashion statement. Put your freaking phone away. Why are you putting it on the thing like every other girl?
I'm literally taking a video. You're the one that walked out.
I'm literally just taking a video.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Are you okay?
You actually speak like that? You actually speak like that?
The way you were speaking.
You know what you're speaking? What's your real voice? What's your real voice?
This is my voice.
Okay. All right. This has got to be a skit, right? This feels like a skit. He felt like he just broke it a little bit right there. Still really funny, though. Let's keep going. I just feel like this is staged. I think it has like 21 million views or something like that. But
So, like, you don't have to hate.
This is my real voice. I know that's not your real voice. That's a stupid voice
I
that
help
people
you?
in your generation like to use.
Can I help you?
Yes, I want to hear your real voice. What's your real voice?
This is my real voice, and you're
And
annoying
this is
me
my
right
real voice.
Your
And
voice
you're
is actually annoying.
And I need to go back to sticking my phone on glasses.
Have you heard your
You
voice?
just walk around the city and just stick your phone on places and talk to the camera? Or
Talk
do you
to
have any
stran-
friends?
Do you just talk to strangers?
I'm just trying to educate you, lady. Like, you literally just put your little phone and, like, do dances and then talk to your camera and expect there to be sun. There's no sun outside. Put your
Are you
sunglasses
like
away.
the fashion police?
Put your sunglasses
Are you
away.
the fashion police?
Am I the fashion police?
Like, what are you
No,
wearing?
but I'm European. I can tell your fashion sucks.
oh my gosh, this got to be a skit. Hey, I'm with him though with wearing the sunglasses at night thing. That shit drives me absolutely bonkers when I see that. I just saw it. We just came back from vacation over the last 3 days in Kentucky, and I was like in the hotel at 10 o'clock at night. There was a guy literally full blown, big ass, dark black sunglasses in like a bright hotel room. I'm like, or hotel lobby. I'm like, come on, man. All right, let's check out the comments. Guys, his username is the European kid. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it's a skit. What episode does it die? What does that mean? Someone just wrote men. Why is he acting like it affects him? Because it's annoying. That's why. Honestly, I know I'm pretty positive that it's a skit, but still, if I was walking by, it would annoy me as well. And I'm coming to Europe, and I'm going to be traveling around tons of countries, and I have to vlog it. And I'm really nervous because I've never recorded in public other than where I'm supposed to be recording, like an event or a wedding or something. So I'm going to have some really bad anxiety when I'm there trying to record everything. Why is he so mad? What is he so mad for? Now I can't read comments. All right, let's hop to the next one.
Racism in Europe is so different than the racism in America. So I have 2 TikTok channels. One is this one, it's in the US, and the other one's based in Europe and caters to Europeans in case TikTok is ever banned in the United States. So
Okay.
I've seen racist comments on both sides. And the racism in the United States is mainly liberals feeling sorry for minorities like Hispanic, Indians, American
That's true.
Indians, and black people. Meanwhile, the racism in Europe is the stereotypical racist jokes that everybody knows and loves, and not liking the people who live 20 kilometers away. You know, it is way more nuanced. For example, if you're white in America, no one really cares what kind of white you are. Meanwhile, in Europe, if you say you're white, yeah, no shit, you're white. Are you Slovak? Are you Hungarian? Are you Croatian or Serbian? Is way, way more nuanced. You know, and I don't think America could handle this. So in America, people are way too sensitive and easily offended about race. Like, you will probably lose your job and a ton of friends if you tell a funny joke in America. Meanwhile, in Europe,
Yeah.
you know, they're so culturally racist that there has to be hate speech laws, which is honestly
Really?
kind of the only gay part of Europe. So it just baffles me how the racism is different. And I honestly prefer the racism in Europe. It's just funnier. And it's just bad.
Okay, that's funny. There's not many things that I'm like make me feel more American than hearing that there are hate speech laws. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, yes, well, you have to have them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mean to people, but especially if it's like comedy or something like that, like, you should be able to say whatever you want. You know, it's just speech. Let's go to the comments. Even racism is better in Europe. That's hilarious. Competitive racism versus quick play racism. You know, if you were to ask a average American though, what do you think the racism is like in Europe? I bet you 100% they would be like, there's no racism in Europe. It's not racist at all. That's the impression that we get about Europe, that there is zero racism. Everybody loves everyone, open borders everywhere. Like, that's the kind of the view that we get. Racism in America is mostly based on skin color. Racism in Europe is more based on ethnic background. Okay. Makes sense. I wouldn't say skin color because a lot of people make Jewish jokes, and that's not really skin color. That's ethnic background. Europe isn't racist enough. Oh, someone coming in hard with that. That one's got 16.7K hearts on it. Damn. Slovakia mentioned. I prefer racism in Europe. It is funnier. Yeah, it seems like it's way better, the racism in Europe. Something that, not everyone gets so up in arms about. Yeah, people are very, just little bitches here in America when it comes to racism. And I'm not saying like racism out on the street, talking to people, like that's effed up. If someone says the N-word or something like that, that's really bad. But like the actual comedy or things in TV shows, people will get pissed off over it if someone makes a bad joke. And it's like, it's a joke, come on.
So despite my best efforts, it happened again. What is this? What is this? I don't understand. I don't want water all over the floor every time I take a shower. Please send help.
Yo, this shower looks crazy.
Please send help. Does anyone know how to fix this? How do I take a shower in Europe?
What do you mean, how to fix it?
Watering the entire bathroom floor.
Okay, that does seem like it would be a little annoying. And again, I'm assuming this is like one shower in a hotel room in one country. It's not like this everywhere. But wherever this shower is, I'm not feeling that. Where's the water just goes out under the entire bathroom. So if you got to go take a crap, your feet are like sitting in water. That seems kind of crazy. All right, I've got to see the comments on this one. No idea. That's a hotel thing, not a Europe thing. Yeah, okay, that's what I was feeling. Why do people say it has nothing to do with Europe? I found them everywhere, more so in Germany. Open showers, half doors, I don't know why. OMG. So we got conflicting comments here. Who's right? I got to read a couple more so I can figure out. I lived in Europe for a few years, and the only reason is because of a design flaw. It's not your fault. Well, obviously. So people seem to not understand that OP is talking about the open concept showers that have no tub or seals to contain the water, which is a European thing, multiple countries. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling that this is a thing. Some European showers just let the water flow. That's not how a European shower looks like. Okay, I'm losing my mind here. And yet it's in a European country, so it's what at least one European shower looks like. Valid clap back from the creator. You're meant to squeegee the water to the drain, but also you keep the water aimed at the drain whenever you're not actively using it. Possible, turn it off, but mostly keep to the drain. And when you rinse off, you stand near the drain too to keep the water near it. The half doors are to control steam and any extra water that happens to spray. But that's what a fan is for, right? Do you guys not have fans in your showers? I mean, if you have a window, you can open a window, right? Unless you're in a shower that doesn't have a window, which I think I see a window. Do I see a window? I think I see some light coming through. Here in America, it's a law. If you don't have a window, you have to have a fan in the shower. They could at least leave a complimentary squeegee. I don't think a squeegee would help. The water's still going to go to the floor. Like, you got to squeegee, like open the door and try and squeegee and flick it to the drain. That seems... All right, that's a pretty wild one. All right, I'm all TikToked out for the day. That was fun, though. I had some good laughs. Don't take things too seriously, you guys. If I say something, I'm just joking, all right? You try talking to a camera for 20 minutes straight and off the top of your head and being authentic. It's pretty hard. But I appreciate all you guys watching, and I will see you guys sometime soon. Might do another video. I don't know yet. See you guys there. Bye.